The question really is, and we ask it a lot in life, who or how really do we really know our true friends? And it's a good question. It's a question that we need to take stock of and answer. So let's begin to answer. There's an old saying. It says, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And you know what? This is an old saying, but it should be a new one because it's true. And it's not till, I suppose, they are down, that friend is down, that you are forced to ask yourself, should I be with them? Should I help them out? What can I do? It reminds me of a guy called Chuck Noland. You see, Chuck Noland knew all about what being a friend meant. He knew that friendship was one of the most innate needs that mankind required in order for him to sustain his mental and emotional well-being throughout, well, the unknown time period that he strived to survive beyond all human endurance. Now, if those of you that viewed, well, Noland, the character played so brilliantly by the esteemed movie actor Tom Hanks in the 2000 movie Castaway, sensed that he had lost this complete, or his complete run of his mind, even by the earlier scenes of that movie, when it began talking to, well, Tom Hanks, that is Noland, he began talking to a volleyball and you, well, thought that this was it, that he had lost his mind in these earlier scenes, well then you could be forgiven. Because he was in the middle of nowhere. And you would be right in saying that, yeah, there's something wrong with this guy Noland. Why are we watching this movie just because Tom Hanks is in it, hey? You see, Noland was not grasping at a straw, but a mere thread of social support in the wilderness of absolutely nowhere. Like, though he was a successful person who was much more loved in life, all of his outward attentions were crudely internalized into a prolonged anxiety, fueled by separation from all mankind, and the impending demise of his life on a remote desert island. Of course, not everyone lives alone on an island. The old saying that no man is an island rings true here when we consider the story and the importance of true friendship to us all. Being a friend to someone is not a new concept, nor is the theme of friendship. It's not a new entity in this world. No matter who you are, or no matter where you have come from within this world, the odds are that you have had, well, a friend or been a friend to someone. Friendship is not just a coined phrase or an ideal of Western world. And it isn't just a modern twist to how people closely relate to one another. In fact, in times of extreme war, friendship can benefit people in many ways. Children who often do not understand the desire for war and become traumatized, believe it or not, throughout it, can develop a much greater resilience to the war horrors due to them having high quality friendship in their lives. Makes us think, really. And friendship has the ability to provide a form of love, empathy, and nurturing to another person. Even the mere perception that one has a friend, just like say in the case of Noland, is enough to stabilize a person's well-being and decreases their stress levels. However, unlike Noland's trusty sidekick, the ball named Wilson, that is, get it? A healthy friendship is a two-way process of communication. By communicating through shared emotional experiences, a worthwhile and basic human emotional affiliation is satisfactorily experienced by both friends. Makes us really think, doesn't it? You see, being someone's true friend means that you are reacting to them in a positive manner. And this has a knock-on positive effect on or to you also. By experiencing, say, social anxiety, human beings can lose the ability to just make friends in life and so shared experiences or experience with friends prior to that in a social space can be extremely beneficial to both parties in the future and in the present overall and in their overall well-being. In fact, friends may not only be those people outside of your family that you have a good relationship with, but there may be a true friend inside your family who can also help to be, well, I suppose, a fender off of this social anxiety disorder. By the end of Castaway, the movie that we referred to earlier on, it was clear that the extreme isolation for a prolonged period had altered Noland's personal life to a degree that his ability to feel the communication and the ability to communicate was just simply stunted. The closing scene of him being at the crossroads proved that a prolonged absence from society can allow one to reinvent their take on life, and this can be either good or a bad thing. You see, depending on how you address your own emotions, when you are truly alone for such a long period, you have time to ponder. Lots and lots of time. Now perhaps Chuck Noland was unsure which road to take in order to move into the next chapter of his life during that closing scene. But there's one thing for sure. That is that he, I suppose, would not have given himself those 4 different choices of roads to take had he not learned the resilience from his friend that sustained him on the island for 2 or so long. Although you are hardly, listening or watching this from a desert island, although you never know with the internet nowadays, and you certainly got to compliment YouTube, or you're more than likely not marooned really miles away from the nearest human being. Remember though to realize that some people may feel miles away from friendship and may need someone that can break through their feelings of isolation and offer them a friendly word or just a listening ear. These two little things alone can make someone feel quite together regarding their overall mental health. So these are the ponders that we have. These mental health things, these well-being things. Now if you like this video, if you want to know more, just, you know what to do, hit a comment down below and I'll get back to you. I'll be more than happy to provide other videos. But for now, subscribe if you can. If you haven't already, please do. We're talking about friendship today, and we're talking about how friendship can aid you, me, and others. Communication is a two-way street, and a friend in need is a friend indeed. We've learned that already. So, Chuck Noland, he was an absolute extreme version of events. And a football, or a volleyball as it was an extreme version of events. But let's look at it from another point of view now for a minute or so. Let's look at it from a business point of view, because friendship is also needed in business. Most of the stresses that we get, and certainly since, let's take the 2008 economic recession, since then we've had huge recession back then, and the knock-on effects, the domino effects, can also enter into our personal lives. So with that in effect, remember too that we can reconnect to people. If Noland can do it, who is a successful businessman, and then give himself options at the end of all of that marooned away on a desert island type of thing, give himself 4 roads to potential good, bad, the other, and success, we can take the successful route. Why not? The successful route can mean that you can actually have success in your business life, become very wealthy, and also have longevity of life, have a healthier life, and have a good relationship within life, as well as all other things. All good things come with the right choices. The one thing is though, with Noland, he had time. He had isolation. Perhaps time and isolation is the golden thing here we need to actually wonder about. Perhaps that the gap between ourself and us, ourselves, that is the real ponder for us to actually look at, to wonder about. Isolation can be a bad thing, but also isolation can be a good thing. Which is it in your life? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Then question your friendships. Look at them and see if these friendships are really going to bring you what you need, be it financially, be it personally, or any other aspect of your life. Because if it does not, well then, are they really friends? Are they really a friend in need that will be a friend indeed? That's what you got to think about. It's up to you. So comment below if you can. If you can't, well, I don't know. Please subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a wonderful day.